Welcome to another episode of the Grow Your Side Business podcast, where I help high achieving people grow high profitable value side businesses. If you want to learn more, go to growyoursidebusiness.com or find all the information for everything down below. Now, one of the most important things that I've started to recognize in my own life is the ability to get to a point where it feels like I'm at my limit. Now, before we get started, let me say comfort is not a bad thing, but we shouldn't allow our comforts to limit what we're willing to expose ourselves to and how hard we might press toward our dreams. I personally want to live a full life, and I know you do too. The only way we're going to be able to achieve that is we've got to be willing to push up against our own current beliefs very often throughout our life. Now, you might not be one of the world's greatest athletes. You might not be the top baseball player or the greatest soccer player. You might not even be the world's fastest sprinter. In their world and their profession, they have to constantly be doing things to put themselves in positions where they are currently challenging their limits and also learning to push back them over and over and over again. Since you and I are just working regular jobs, we have to realize that in our daily routines, there are things that are limitations that can be found in the most basic of comforts. For example, if the only thing that you do every single week is go to work and come home and go to work and come home, that has become a routine that is actually comfortable. And comfort along with familiarity means that I'm just going to continue to do the thing that is redundant, even if it's not pushing past anything that I really want. So one of the better ways to actually get past this daily just in and out kind of life is to say, what could I introduce into my world that would actually break up this pattern? Yes, I am suggesting that you add a little chaos into your life in order to break up the mundane. Add a workout routine. Join a network of other business-minded people or mastermind. Get to know your neighbors. The whole point is we should be doing something that allows us to truly begin to push past the limits that we are currently having. One of the limits that is all too often known is the limit of procrastination. But the question we really need to ask ourselves is, when is it that I start procrastinating? Do I procrastinate because I'm overwhelmed? I have too many things on my to-do list? Is it that I don't know what to do? Sometimes the best way to challenge our current limits is to start asking ourselves the better questions. I know for myself personally, one of the most important things that I have to do is keep a to-do list, but don't make it too long. This way, I actually will achieve getting things done a lot quicker because I realize that the best thing I can do is not have 50 things on my list to do, but why don't I pick a few things for the day that actually need to get done? Now, the real question is, why would I want to push past my limits? Here are 5 things that I think about that are really important if you really want to live a full life or really grow a profitable side business. Pushing past the limits of like your current understanding of things allows you to be able to learn and gain new skill sets. If you want to build a profitable side business, you're going to have to get really good at things like networking, being resourceful, not accepting I don't know out of your own self, willingness to find the actual answer. Most people, when they run into a difficult situation, they tend to just fizz out and say, oh, well, there wasn't an answer for that. But those who are willing to challenge their current limitations figure out where the answer is and is willing to apply it immediately. The second reason that I think we should all challenge our current limitations is so that it will actually improve your self-worth. You ever heard someone say, oh, that's easy for you to do? Well, that makes sense because she knows so many people. All of these are excuses that mentally allow us to not push past any of what we currently know, because the excuse is often pushed off on someone else instead of challenging where we currently are so that we can achieve whatever it is that we set out to do. When we are faced with really difficult situations or where we've got to make a tough decision, the best thing that we can do is make a decision and go 100% all in with that particular decision, no matter the outcome. This allows us not only to challenge our current limits, but also explore new experiences that allow us to realize, wait a second, I can make hard decisions and hard choices. All I had to do was make a decision and go with it. Which leads me to number 3. The third reason I think we should all challenge our limits is because it's going to force us to have new experiences. Right now, you don't know what you don't know. But if you set an intention in your mind that I am going to find out because I'm willing to learn, it will give you the foundation that whatever information comes to you, you're going to be open to learning a new way. Here's a little secret that I figured out even in my own life of building a podcast, starting a YouTube channel, and being able to talk to a bunch of people in order to be able to make this engine work. Every single thing that I want is on the other side of every experience and opportunity that is difficult that I'm willing to actually walk through. The best thing that I can do when I am met with a difficult thing that I don't know, don't understand, or that I face is to realize that this challenge is here for me to strengthen myself so that I can get to the ultimate goal that I have. Which leads me to number 4. The fourth reason we all need to challenge our current limits is because every single person that I know is successful because they were willing to challenge themselves first. And the challenge sets them up in order to be able to fail. That's right, fail. Regardless of whatever you watch or read on social media, I promise you that your best friend when you're challenging your limits is the failures that you encounter along the way. I myself recently have had to realize that in my own business, I'm going to have to pivot because what I ultimately was setting out to do was actually not working. And one of the most important things I can do is be willing to pivot and pivot quickly, which leads me ultimately to number 5. The 5th reason we all need to challenge our limits is because our perceptions really need an audit. Recently, I was in a conversation on social media and I realized that for too many of us, our emotions are the frame by which we see the world. And because we allow our emotions to control how we see things, instead of us controlling our emotions, we've missed out on millions of dollars in our lives and so many great experiences and of new people, all because we have the wrong thing controlling the frame in which we move through life with. Learn to get control of your emotions that our limiting beliefs are starting to hurt our ability to perform every single day. And the 2 people that are hurt by this the most are you and those that we love the most. One of my personal goals is actually to become so unrecognizable to myself and to others. Now that personal goal means that I'm willing to accept that I'm gonna challenge myself, have new experiences, and meet a lot of new people along the way. I'm also going to fail a lot, and I'm going to question everything I currently know. Because the truth of the matter is this: what we should not do in life is limit our challenges, but we should challenge our limits. Just think of it this way: the current life you are living right now is all based on the frame of your emotions with the lens of your current limits. If you don't like that full picture, then I suggest that you really question why you believe what you believe so that you can get a full picture of what's going on currently right now in your life. The only way you're going to have a full profitable side business and become the leader who can build a profitable side business is we first have to challenge what we currently believe and what we think is possible. The biggest thing that I'm starting to recognize more and more in my life is this: what others think about me is not as important as what I know about myself. So this week, challenge your limits and challenge yourself to go out there and try new things. Be the person that is solution oriented, willing to take on challenges and explore your own mindset and attitude. Hey, if you like this episode, please feel free to share, like, and comment. And more importantly, take massive action today on challenging your own beliefs. Thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Thank you so much for checking out this clip. Stay tuned so that you can make sure that you grab the full episode when it is released, coming soon. Subscribe, like, and share today.